Football has drastically impacted my life. I've built bonds and relationships with people within the sport that I would never have the opportunity to do unless I played football. So I'm drastically grateful and very happy for everybody that some type of energy into me, and I hope I'm paying them back in the best way.
I came in today not knowing anybody, and I feel like I have 4 new friends. I mean, we've hung out all day. It's been pretty cool experience and the things we have.
I never thought, I'd come do this with y'all from a different team. We're in the same conference, but, we got bad blood. Like, we want to beat each other at the end of the day. I don't know. It's just kind of weird and, kind of crazy how, everything turned around. Like, we all friends.
I'm kind of with you on that, too. Like, I first thought it was going to be weird, just like, meeting a K-State player or something like that, but at the end of the day, it's been cool just like making new connections with people and really being able to tell our stories.
It's really showed all 5 of us like we're not so different between everybody else. Everybody kind of has the same goal in mind, and it's cool to see 4 other people that are goal-oriented and want to kind of change the world outside of football like me.
I feel kind of similar. It felt like awkward at first, kind of getting dropped off. Seeing the rest of my teammates go somewhere else, I kind of felt like when your parents drop you off for school on the first day, and it's like, oh, shoot, what am I supposed to do here with all these people that I don't know? But yeah, I think football definitely opens up a lot of doors for people and a lot of new experiences.
Football is a tool to get to a whole lot more places in life. I just gotta keep using this as much as I could, and a lot more doors gonna open up just from playing ball.
I feel like it's really important to like use my platform and stuff to just be relatable and maybe help other people in my position, because I know when I was younger, I got diagnosed with juvenile arthritis, which is kind of a type of disease that attacks like your tendons and ligaments and stuff. Had to end up going on a bunch of different medications, stunning my growth, maybe gaining a lot of weight. So I mean, there was a lot of times where I didn't really think football was going to work out for me. A lot of people didn't really believe in my abilities to play football one day, or thought that I was crazy for even thinking something like that. So I kind of told myself when I was a kid, hey, if I ever made it up to be in the position that I'm in today, I'd be the person who takes the time to talk to kids, talk to people who, come up to me, because you really have no idea what just a few sentences or taking a picture or signing this ball or helmet, what that really means to somebody.
The offensive line will try to do it again. Sims in motion. Squirrel Williams takes the toss over the left side. Squirrel into the end zone.
The main thing about being a college athlete, especially at this level and having this kind of platform, is you never really know, no matter what interview you do, what play you make, who may relate to you or who it may motivate. There's a lot of times as a kid I was discouraged about like the direction my life was heading or what my future in football or sports would look like. So to me, using my platform is a lot about just being relatable to anybody that I can possibly help.
They may not know your name. They may not ever know your name, but the fact that you took your time out of your day to even, spend a little bit of time, 5 minutes, you don't even have to be that long, 5 minutes with them. They enjoy that. They will remember that for the rest of their lives. And it's just like, it makes me so happy to know that I'm making them happy.
We have a platform that I don't think we even realize. The power of one encounter for us may be small, but it's gonna be mighty for somebody else. So having that in the back of your mind, like you're being watched, and your good deeds can be amazing and huge for somebody else's life. That's a huge. I think that keeps me honest in life.
For me personally, I want to use my platform just for like younger student athletes, like going into college, because I feel like that's your biggest. At least for me, that was my biggest transition. Like coming from Louisiana to the Midwest, like that was a big jump already into. Just to go through that and really learn myself through that, I knew I had plenty of times where I needed a coach to be there for me, or I needed somebody in that building to be able to listen to me, or at least understand. So I feel like for me personally, I want to help younger student athletes going through that transition to have that voice, or have somebody there that always got their back, or just have somebody on their side through whatever, because I feel like that's important when you're going through that next transition.
So I'm actually adopted. I'm a product of very young teenage pregnancy. I'm also very blessed. My parents unfortunately couldn't have kids, so they were able to be put in contact with these young people and gave them a second chance at life. So they made the unselfish decision that, hey, like, we're not gonna be able to take care of this kid. Like, he needs a better life. and gave me the life that I have. So it's something now that I've been able to grow this platform and understand that, yeah, like everybody's looking at our next move. How can I impact in a positive life? And I think kind of this next step I'm working on really is, you know, Oklahoma's very low in the nationwide as far as foster home funding and adoption funding and stuff like that. I'm really trying to work on, at least, if nothing else, getting funding for these homes here around Stillwater and around OKC and around Tulsa. Just trying to bring some type of extra money in for these kids to hopefully get them to permanent homes and then allot them truly loving families that can give them opportunities that I had. Because if nothing else, like, I hope to at least help one kid get the opportunity that I have and you know, go on to do things bigger than I have even done.
Richardson had nowhere to go except down.
Pro, you see the coverage behind all this pressure. Now you're gonna drop 8. And so you've kind of mixed coverages. You've brought a lot of people, but now there is nowhere to go because 8 Cowboys are in coverage.
Whether we like it or not, we're figureheads. Some of the biggest followings on social media and the news are athletes. But I think that narrative is becoming more and more surreal as time goes on, especially in this new world of NIL and in college sports, and athletes have a real opinion. So speaking for myself, like, I'm gonna do my best to keep it in a positive manner, you know, and project the messages that I think are most important right now.
Just using our platform, it's important for the position we're in right now because so many people are going to listen to us. And I just encourage y'all, as my fellow brothers, to continue to use our platforms because you never know who's reading it, you never know who's listening, you never know who's going, like your message is going to touch, you know.
We do have a big influence in this country, and it shows, like, whenever, like you said, whenever we tweet something or whenever we do something, all eyes on us. And I know for me, personally, the change I want to make is, like I said earlier, just having somebody there for younger student athletes that's going through certain things. Because I know for myself, that's when I was going through the most mentally. And I know it's all mental. This whole football, school, life is all a mental game. And I know, like, at the end of the day, we all need that one person. So I feel like that's one of the biggest things that I want to do with my platform is to be that person or figure out ways to have that person on different college campuses.
Man, this world is dark. There's a lot of bad things in it. I think I just want to make people happy, and I don't know what that looks like right now, but trying to do whatever I can to put a smile on somebody's face and make somebody's day better, one day at a time. Really, I don't know. That's kind of what I want to do.
As Chris Tennant, who has missed from 33, will try to give K-State the lead from 30 on the way. And this time he is good. And the Wildcats move back in front 10-9.
I think that we don't realize their impact, and I don't think we ever truly will. A message that I would share to anyone, something that I've lived by for a while, is work hard, dream big. It's 4 little words that carry a lot of impact in my life, and there's an important order: work hard and dream big. You got to work hard in order to dream big, and you can dream big, but then you got to work hard. So they go hand in hand, no matter where you're at. So you're being watched by somebody, and that's becoming more and more apparent as I get older, as I get more recognition with my hair and my football status and all that stuff. That use it for good, and something that it keeps me honest in a lot of ways, that I need to do the right thing, and I do it for me, but I also do it for them.
God willing, I go to the next level. That's the plan. That's why I've been doing this for so long. But honestly, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I'm just going with the flow, but I just know I really want to impact people somehow, some way.
I want to open up, like, back in my hometown, a big facility where kids could come, like almost like a YMCA, but it's not going to be, it's going to be a non-profit, but it's just for kids. Like, they don't, like, when you go to the YMCA, they make you pay. The kids don't have to pay nothing. They just come in. It's like I'm gonna have like summer camps, different events for kids, like taking them on field trips, you know. And it's gonna be for the less fortunate kids who's not able to do everything like that. Because I grew up not having everything, and so I want to help the next kid that doesn't have everything. And so that's kind of what I want to do, you know. After when I'm done, when that ball run out of air, that's kind of what I want to do. So
when it's all said and done with college, I'll, God willing, have a couple degrees in hopes of a job. But similar to what you were saying, I just want to impact somebody in a positive light. I want to impact people around me no matter what I'm doing. They look at me and they see that this guy has something special going on in his life. What is that?
Football or sports in general can open so many doors and so many opportunities for you, and it's just hard for me to kind of imagine maybe where my life would be, or even I see some of my teammates and think about where their life would be if it wasn't for football. Just simply the fact of being within a group or organization that's holding them accountable and keeping them out of stuff that they shouldn't be doing, teaching them standards, teaching them morals. So I mean, I would like to find some type of way to come back and impact maybe high school athletes and college athletes and put them on a better trajectory if I can.
I want to impact lives just like the rest of you, you know, like whether that's working on a football staff, whether that's seeing where this nonprofit work actually goes, which is always going to be an aspect of my life. I've kind of made that decision already that that's something I'm truly passionate about. And hopefully, you know, football continues to give me that platform and that funding, I guess, to be able to really impact a significant group of people's lives.